Alright, HadesOmega here. It's the next day, and so I'm trying to get these extension cords squared away before I go out there. And I kind of messed them up already. so if I remember correctly, the positive is the one. If you can see red, it's the positive. So I know this is the positive wire. All right. I think the positive wire's gotta go. Yeah, positive wire's gotta go to the female, right? And then it becomes a male at the other end. And then it's the opposite for the negative, so I took the female one out. All right, and so I got lucky with the red one. The red one came out just fine. All right, but the black one didn't. So the pin came out. So I'm gonna have to go take this to the garage and solder it real quick back on so it doesn't pop out again, and then well, crimp it and solder it, and then where'd it go? Right here. Okay, and that way we can stick it through the conduit, no problem. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run that wire, but I'm not gonna connect it yet. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go square that away, and then we'll get out there. I'll connect everything in series, and then we'll run this line, and then that'll be it for the day, I think. Okay, and then on Thursday or Sunday. All right, I got a wedding to go to on Saturday, and we're doing some kind of rehearsal thing on Friday, so probably Sunday. And Sunday is like the end of the month, so I think we'll be good. Sunday we will begin to operate it. Okay, we'll see what happens. Here we go. So I gotta put this back on. All right, this is supposed to be on here, and then it pushes on. It connects into here. So it's kind of a goofy way they made this, but hey, it keeps the dirt and the water out. So okay, back up on the roof. Here we go. So I got my voltmeter here. We're gonna just test these before we put them in series. These connectors look kind of old, that's what I say. It should be okay. I'm not really worried about the plastic parts. It's the metal parts that matter, right? So hopefully the metal parts are still in good shape. All right, so I'll just show you guys one. Hopefully they all pass the test. Okay, you guys can kind of see that. Alright, we're going to test this middle solar panel. Okay, there we go. Kind of hard to get a good connection here, but we got about 39 volts coming out of this guy. That's good. Okay, I'm just going to check the other ones out. It should be around 40 volts coming out, so 40 times 3 is 120, right? But yeah, it's towards the end of the day. These solar panels are not making a whole lot of power right now. Like, they're not making any power. Okay, there's a shade there. This is all shaded. Yeah, we're not making any power right now, guys, unfortunately. However, there is still some sunlight, so there should be some voltage coming out. Okay, they all checked out. 39 volts, no problem. You know what? And it would have been better if we could put them down there, because then the run would be shorter. We got to add extra, like a few feet because of this, right? Well, whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put it in series, and we should have about 120 volts. All right, there are 39, pretty much 39 volts for each one. And I'm going to add a dielectric grease just around the O-ring here, so it makes a good seal. Okay, I got my dielectric grease right here. Alright, there it is. So I've got it connected in series now. Alright, and so this is the voltage I'm getting coming out of this the array is 118, yeah, like 118 volts. Okay, it's starting to get dark, so that's fine. You can bet that's probably shoot up to 125 or something in the daytime. Okay, so alright, so we're good. So now the next thing we're gonna do is run the so yeah, I'm probably gonna put a plastic bag over the connector so they don't get dirt. Oh yeah, I know. I don't know why I put dielectric grease on this. So yeah, you better put a plastic bag on that one, because like it'll get dirty and stuff. Because that's the one thing I don't like about dielectric grease is it attracts dirt. Okay, it sticks to it. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start running the red and the blue wire, the red and the black wire through the conduit. All right. So hop to it, HadesOmega. So I'm going to start feeding it through here first. Okay, so we'll start here. There's the extension cord, and I'm gonna have to like take everything apart again. So alright, HadesOmega here. I got the wires out. I think that's as much as I'm gonna need here. Alright, hopefully. The good thing about these branch connectors is that they actually add like an extra feet to the wire, so that's a good thing. Alright, I made it about the same length. I made it long enough to maybe to reach like the center of the solar panels right here. Okay, because I think one of the connectors is right here and one of the connectors is right here, so I think it should be fine. Yeah, it'll be like an extra foot added to this. It'll be like right around, yeah, right around here. So that's perfect. Okay, so that's how I want it. All right. However, I think we got a problem here, guys. This is as much wire as I got on the other side, dude. There's only like a couple feet, like 4 feet maybe. Less than 4 feet. So the red I'm not worried about. I think the red will reach. The red is right here. So yeah, right here. Let's see how long the red is. So I gotta go. So I think the last thing I'm gonna do is tidy up these wires. Oh shit, that one's already the right one. Okay, yeah, so this can go underneath here. All right. Yeah, I definitely think the red will reach. Let's try. Yeah, the red, no, the red would barely reach. Yeah, the red barely reaches. All right, so the black is going to be the problem here, guys. So the black wire, we're definitely going to have to extend. All right, so I'm not sure. I might have some 6-gauge wire lying around. It doesn't even need to be 6, man. It could be whatever size this wire is right here. Or I can just buy a black extension cord. Let me see. Yeah, or I can just buy an extension cord if I don't want to solder. So, how thick is this wire? 12 gauge. This is only 12. This is the half as thick as this wire. This is a 6 gauge right here, right? Or maybe it's an 8. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh yeah, it does. It's an 8. Yeah, this is 8. Okay. So that's thinner than this. It doesn't have to be super thick, but yeah. So okay, HadesOmega's gotta decide. Are we gonna make an extension cord? You know what? I could make an extension cord. I could totally make an extension cord. Instead of doing this soldering thing, we can make an MC4 extension cable. All right, that's what I want. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right. So I don't have to come up here and solder. I mean, I guess I could solder it too. It wouldn't be bad. We could just shrink wrap the wire, and then it'll be pretty much waterproof. All right, but I'll figure something out. So we have to get like either an 8-gauge stranded, or a 12-gauge stranded. Okay, so one of the two. I would say go with the bigger, man. It doesn't really matter. This is only like 1/3 of the power right here. Okay. We don't really. Honestly, I don't think we need to use a wire that big just for one string. Just want to say, okay. Now that you can carry like about 50 amps with this wire, and this is only like 10 amps. It's overkill for this wire. So, okay, so okay, yeah, I think that's what HadesOmega is going to try to do. I think it'll be a good practice, all right, to terminate these wires. So HadesOmega is going to make a black extension cord, all right, and it's going to go from this one to that one, all right. But I think the red one should reach, all right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and terminate these. I'm going to tighten the connectors so you can't move it anymore, and then I'm going to finally clamp it, all right. So we're not going to take it out anymore, and then that's it. So, okay, the last thing I'm going to do is clean up this one wire sticking out here, or this one and that wire sticking out there. All right, we're going to zip tie it to the super strut or the whatever, make it tidy. So I don't want any wires to touch the roof. All right, that's HadesOmega's rules. I don't know if that's what's up to the code or whatever. Like, I don't think there's supposed to be any wires touching the roof. Like, if you look at this solar panel over here on top of this roof, I don't think there's any kind of wires sticking up on that one, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up this wiring with some zip ties, clamp that on there, and then and I think we'll be done for today. All right, and then I have to figure out how long a wire I need, so I'll probably get the tape measure out, and then we'll figure out how much longer we need to extend this. All right, I need a male and female end. That's it. It's just going to be an extension cord, so just like this one here. Okay, one male, one female. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah. Okay, yes I did. Okay, so I counted for the difference in the different connectors, because one is a male and one is a female, right? So the male is the positive, all right? The male always ends out as a positive, right? So if you're going to make an extension, it's got to be a female, all right? That's a female right there, okay? And then there's your male, all right? So these two are going to connect, all right? And this is a female, and that's a male, all right? The black is the male, all right? So so I need one female and one male to connect these, all right? I'll see if it'll fit. Well, we might be able to go diagonal, but that would kind of suck, man. I would rather go along, so that way if we ever need to troubleshoot it for whatever reason, we can just work our way around. Okay, so that's the plan. Tidy up the wires, clamp this, connect that, cover that, and then find out how much wire we need to extend the black wire. Okay, but I'm pretty sure the red one will fit. Okay, but yeah, you know, I hate to say it, ideally, if we had installed the solar panels the other direction with the junction box on the other side, it would have been better. Okay, but yeah, it would have been harder to work with because the wires are up here. All right, the wires you can work up here. Okay, see, so forever I can't work on these wires anymore. Right? It's just like there forever. Okay, so. Okay, so that's what I gotta do done today. Well, I'll let you know how much I get done. HadesOmega out before it gets dark. All right, hey, HadesOmega here, and it's Wednesday, and this is just a little update on what I got done last night. All right, I kind of went over it already, but I'll tell you what really happened, type of thing. Sorry, I'm kind of silhouetted here, but we're just gonna take a peep outside the window. All right, so what I got done yesterday was we put everything in series, all right, if you remember correctly over there, and then and I started running the wire and the conduit, all right. So I already did the conduit, but I had to undo it to run the wire through it, all right. And there it is, it's coming out over here. And so this is string 2 right here, this is string 3. Yeah, I got the right size cover. I got the right side cover this time. This time it opens from the top. I guess it doesn't really matter, but so that's the wire coming out there. So I made it long enough to reach the center of that solar panel right there, because I think that's where all the connections could be, all right, type of thing. I think we should have enough, and I covered it with a piece of a plastic bag. You can kind of see some wires coming off there. Nothing is connected yet, all right? The only thing that's connected is the string 3 and series, all right? I haven't connected anything from the solar panels out yet. And I'm gonna leave it that way. I've decided to leave it that way till Sunday, all right? Sunday is October 30th, and that's the end of the month, all right? So that is the day that we're gonna hook everything up finally, all right? That's the goal. All right, I've got these branch connectors. We'll finally put these guys in. We'll group it all up with this. Oh yeah, okay, so the important thing is today, I've got all the wiring laid out, all right, but the thing is, the black wire will not reach the end. The one I knew for certain, I knew almost certainly that one of the wires would not reach. Okay, because one of them's gonna be on this side, and sorry the glare of the sun. One of them's gonna be on the closer side, and one of them's gonna be on the farther side, right? So the farther side is the black wire, all right, so, and the closest side is the red wire. I could have done it a different way. Maybe I might have been able to do it another way, I'm not sure. Yeah, if I connected the red to the black over there, but okay. But anyway, so those are in series, and the black wire is not long enough, all right? It's short. What I measured it yesterday, all right? It was short by like 11 feet or something, or 10 feet, all right? But I gave it an extra foot just in case. Okay, so what I got going on today is I'm going to be constructing a new black wire, all right? A black extension cord. All right, I've never made one before. I could just come up here and solder Yeah, I could just come up here and solder the wire to make the wire longer with a soldering iron, but I've decided let's try this extension cord thing. I think it'll be good practice type of thing. Okay, so that's what I got going on today. That'll be a separate video, all right? So in the next episode, we'll be constructing that extension cord. So if you guys want to learn how to make your own solar wiring with MC4 connectors, then check it out. Also, I'll be showing off the Bouge RV MC4 terminating kit. Okay, I've actually bought one a long time ago and I haven't used it, so that's another good thing to do, is to actually use that thing, man, because I bought it and I never used it. All right. Okay, so that's the plan. Sunday, today, all I've got is just to do the wiring. So that means like pretty much for the next couple days, I'm not going to be doing anything with this. It's sad, right? But I want to get that last bit of data for October for the power we're generating. All right, and it'll be pretty good. Okay. Also, I updated the diagram last night. That will be another. I will put that at the end of. When I get everything up and running. We're nearly there, guys. All we got to do is hook everything up, pretty much. Hook everything up, and I got to make that cable, and then that's it. All right. So I guess once I make that cable, I can plug it into that already, and then when it's time to operate, we'll plug everything all in. All right. Okay. So that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. HadesOmega. Looks good.